Today we are going to learn how to make money in music. Now, a lot of the times everyone's like, how the hell do I make money? This doesn't make sense. Musicians can never make money. Musicians are on drugs and drinking, and they are unreliable and lazy, blah, 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 all these things. I'm telling you right now, you can make money. I have a very long video that explains how I did my whole trajectory of like going from $0 a year to over $100,000 a year as a musician. So you can go through that to see how I did it. But this is part of my gigging course and my making money course. So I'm going to show you guys exactly what you need to do to get good at making money. Now, this video is to show you what you need to be studying. Now, if you don't know who I am, I'm Lorne. I'm a professional musician, graduated Berklee with a scholarship. We've got a free music school where you can learn everything I know. So not only are you going to learn how to make money, but you can learn everything about singing, playing guitar, all that stuff. It's all free. Jump in, enjoy the classrooms. And if you want to, sign up for a free trial and I will help you immediately because you get one-on-one with me. So now what we're going to do is you need to understand that business skills are more important than music skills. This is something that I didn't realize. I thought, oh, I just got to be really great at music, which you do. You do need to be good at music. But in order to start making money in music and getting out of the desperation phase that I was in when I was first trying to make money, you could get out there really, really quickly by doing these things. So the bare minimum you need to make money in music is you need to be better than a beginner on guitar or whatever instrument you are so that you can teach the beginner more than what they need. You just need to take them one step at a time, and that's it. You don't need to be Berklee College of Music, graduated, all that stuff I learned from Berklee. You don't need to teach them that. They just want to play Seven Nation Army or Smoke on the Water. You can do that. So that's bare minimum to teach. Now to gig, you just need to know 30 songs in time that are successful songs. So you don't need it. I'm not telling you go play like the B-side track of like some amazing artist that you love. I love John Mayer, but Slow Dancing in a Burning Room ain't crushing in a bar. Brown Eyed Girl, Sweet Caroline, Party in the USA, Valerie. Learn those bangers. Do not go and learn the B-side tracks of your favorite artists unless it is. No, even the B-side ones, they're not good. Just get the good ones down. So that's the bare minimum musically you need to do. You just need to be better than a beginner to teach beginners, and then you need to be be able to sing and play 30 songs in time that are successful songs. Do not be romantic about it. Just learn the songs. Once you know them, you are officially making money in music. It's great. That is the bare minimum musically that you need to do. Now, the most important skill you need to now cultivate are your business skills. And the very first skill and the very first book I recommend is called How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. I just remember I listened to the audiobook. This book, period, is the most important book that I think any human should ever read, because I found that, like, you might think I'm a bit extroverted and I can like create content and all that stuff, but I'm behind a camera and I'm hiding and it's all good. And I've had a lot of practice at this and I applied a lot of these concepts. So basically what that book's going to teach you is going to teach you how to be a functional human in working relationships, which is your goal. You need to be someone that someone wants to give money to. This is a very important thing because a lot of musicians don't realize this. They think I am good at music or I know more, hence I am entitled. No one cares. No one cares about how good you are at music. Some people do, and they will be die hard and they will follow you, but that's not everyone. And you can't build a really great career out of that. Trust me, it is really, really hard to do. And when the other side of the coin is just read this book and apply a couple of the concepts every like couple of months, you're going to get really, really good and you're going to make a lot of money and you can pay for cool equipment and do all the cool fancy stuff that you want on the side. So this book, you're going to learn how to interact with people. You're going to learn how to get things out of people that, you know, you want, nice reactions. And this is basically, think of it as teaching charisma. And because charisma and all like how to be likable and all these things, they're all like these packaged terms of like, hey, you just got to be like a better vibe. And it's like, well, what's a better vibe? And it's like, well, do you smile when you see the person? Do you know the name of the person? Do you show interest in what the person is doing? Do you listen to the person? Do you hear their pain points so that you can then deliver value and help them get better? Things like that. Read this book because it's going to teach you everything. It's helped me make so much. There are so many things that like I would have lost gigs. I would have lost You know, I would have lost so many opportunities on making money that have definitely led me to better places, to greener pastures. And this book definitely saved it. So definitely read that book. It is going to make a massive, massive difference. I would highly recommend that when you read that book, you read it once the whole way through. Then apply maybe one thing, and you don't have to do it all the time, but I would recommend at the beginning, read it again. So read it once and then think about it, and then read it back again in a month. And then every 6 months, read that book again. You could read that book for 3 years or every month and apply. If you read it for one time every month, it's not a long book. It's really short. You read that book once a month and applied one concept. You just get to a concept that you're like, oh, I haven't done that, and apply that concept to your day-to-day life. I can guarantee you'll make money. It doesn't matter like how good you are. You just do that, you will make money. You'll easily hit 100K a year. It is that powerful of the knowledge. It is so good. So Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Very important. Now, this is for the next 2 books is for our team that get out of the 100K zone and they want to go higher and they want to scale. So there's 2 books that are really, really important. They're both by a guy called Alex Hormozi. And you can consume his YouTube stuff. I consume all his YouTube stuff. There's always something to learn from him. He is amazing. His wife also creates amazing content for mindset and also for like building teams. And I learned how to manage my band so much better after consuming her content, like the way she gets the best out of her employees and things like that. Amazing people. Anyway, basically these 2 people, they run a business called acquisition.com. What they do is they buy into businesses that are doing like $10 million a year and they scale them to $100 million a year plus. And that's their private equity firm. So he's a beast. Now, he has 2 books. The first book is called $100 Million Offers. You need to read that book if you're wanting to scale your product and find where the deficiencies in your business are. $100 Million Offers, when I read it, I was doing a drive out to a show. I was driving out to play a rodeo thing, and that's like a 7 or 8 hour drive. So I just listened to it and I drove. He like pretty much gives it away for free. And he has 2 free courses, the $100 Million Offer course and $100 Million Lead course, which is insane. They're all on his website. Go through it. Like, you will make money by going through these videos. Now, when I went through that book, by the time I drove back, I had built my coaching business, my online coaching business, and I had found a way to scale the crap out of my wedding business. Because when you're going through that book, you're learning about what makes a great offer, how to stack an offer, how to think about the pain points of your customers, what can you do to deliver them. So some things that I fixed, one, I was like, I'm going to be so good at music that no one can question that I am exceptional. So that was one thing. I was like, well, that's a key factor. Be very, very good. When you're going to scale, you need to make sure that no one can question it. No one can question your performance. No one can question your work ethic. So I was like, I'm going to do that one thing. The second thing, I learned videography. So I was getting pretty good at videography at that point. And I was like, why don't I just like record someone's whole wedding and then give it to them as a gift? And lo and behold, the third thing that came from that was reviews, because I would crush the wedding. I would give them a video which was on par with a professional videographer. So I was on par with a wedding videographer's video, and I was giving it to them for free. We're talking like a $4,000 gift. And then before I gave them the video, I said, hey, we're editing the video. Do you mind giving us a 5-star review on Google? They would immediately give us the 5-star review being like, you guys are amazing, blah, blah, blah. Then we give them the video and then like, oh my God, you're even more amazing. And then you're like, done. This works. So Hormozi's $100 million offer was the thing that really, really blew up my business. I made so much more money. My pricing structure completely changed. I was able to charge way more for what I was doing. I was undercutting myself so much, which was really, really bad of me. And yeah, highly recommend that you listen to that book or read that book, whatever you need to do. $100 Million Offers is going to teach you how to make your service or your product really, really good, especially in music. Now, this goes for, obviously I'm giving the example of gigging and things like that, but this is the same thing for session players. When you're thinking of your offer, It doesn't matter what you do in music. Just think of what you have to offer, and then who is the person buying. So say you're a session player, think like, well, what are the things that I need to do? Well, if I have all the equipment, or what if I have a trailer? Like literally, if you have a trailer that is useful, like, and you can afford it, like a singer is going to be like, yo, I want to hire that guy because now I don't have to go and hire a trailer. I can just use his one. Like dumb, like as simple as that is, like very, very simple things. Do you have lighting? Think like pick up skills, or do you do videography? Can you capture content for the artist that you're working for? Like crazy simple things. Just go through and look at all the pain points that whoever you are going to be collecting money from, figure out what it is, all their pain points, and then build your amazing offer around it. And if you are missing skills, go learn those skills. It'll pay off in dividends. It's crazy because you're doing this. I'm assuming that if you're trying to make a music career, you're trying to do this for years, not like, hey, I'm going to make a quick buck for a year. Go get a different job because this career is not for you if you just want to do this for a year. It is not useful. You will be, all the actions that you take now, they pay off a year or two in advance, like later on. So you just need to wait it out and then learn those skills, and then you're going to see the byproduct of it is going to be massive. Now, the third book is $100 Million Leads, also by Alex Hormozi. It's the follow-on to $100 Million Offers. Now, $100 Million Leads is once you have an offer, everything you can do to sell that offer, everything you can do to market it and do all those things. I highly recommend that you read the book at least twice. Same thing with $100 Million Offers. And then the Dale Carnegie book 5 times, 6 times. Always can read. Every time I read that book, there's something new that I'm like, oh, Luan, you're just not doing that. Get better. But with $100 Million Leads, there's going to be multiple ways. He goes through the four things that you can do to acquire customers. And he breaks them all down, all the different tactics. Pick one. Highly recommend you just pick one. For me, I typically dabbled in a little bit into Facebook ads because I knew a bit about that when I was working at the distribution label that I was working on in Nashville. And so I learned Facebook ads and then obviously did it for my business and some of my gigs. But I was trying to do a YouTube channel. I was trying to do content. I was trying to do ads. I was trying to do referrals. I was trying to do as many things that are like reaching out to cold audiences, reaching out to warm people, like warm audiences, which is like people that you might know that like, oh, can I get this gig and blah, blah, blah. And once I leaned into just one, which was content, I just like put all my effort into content. It really, really changed. So just go through the whole video, figure out what is the easiest one that you can immediately start doing and start doing that. Because the goal of $100 Million Leads, that book, is to give you the frameworks on how you can make as much money as possible, as fast as possible. It's assuming that you already have an offer that's worth selling and you're just trying to get as many people in to start buying it or experience it. So highly recommend you go through that book because for me, once I went through that book, it has like completely changed my business. Now that I'm doing the online stuff, it is really ramping up my online stuff and helping me out. So content was the one that I focused on the most. And then as you get more comfortable with one, right now I'm starting to get quite comfortable with content. I'm like, I do have my systems in place. Then I'll start moving into running ads. And so figure out one, then move to the next one. And you're always learning. And the cool thing is, like he said, there's 4 of them. And then there's another 4 ways that customers get customers for you. So like, not only can you figure out the core 4, but there's another core 4 that customers can do. And you can learn how to get more customers from referrals, which is amazing. Typically when you're an entertainer or you run a service business like a musician, referrals are huge. So if you pair content with referrals, it's amazing. Because when someone says, hey, they're like, I need to hire a musician. And their friend's like, yo, you need to hire this guy. And they're like, oh, interesting. And they go to your website and you've got great content. And then they go to your Instagram, there's great content. And if you happen to have a YouTube channel, there's great content. They're like, yeah, I'm totally down spending like $3,000-$4,000 on this one guy to go play my show or play my birthday party or play my wedding. And that's what you want. So when it comes to building skills in music, in the music business, you need business skills. So these 3 books, you don't need to do anything else. Don't go and sign up for other courses and all that stuff. Honestly, if you go through these, you do these 3 books, that's it. That's all you need. I've been with my content. I want to make things as actionable as possible. You can buy 3 books. 2 of them are free, by the way. Like $100 million offers and $100 million leads are free. If you go onto their website, you can just like consume their website content and it's free. And Dale Carnegie, that book is like cheap as. It's like $20. Go buy those 3 books. You will learn so much. And then once you make a lot of money, I would highly recommend you sign up for masterminds, things like that. Find people who are better. I mean, look, I have a mentor program. Join that one if you want to make a shitload of money, because you can just get me to like look at exactly what you need help with and I will help you. But there are heaps and heaps and heaps of content that you can go out there and consume that you can learn better skills. So definitely, as soon as you are doing well in music and you are earning a good amount of money, start reinvesting into your education, because that's what I did. I tried my best to learn. I mean, I bought some really bad courses, but even in the bad courses, you learn the lessons of what not to do. So that's really, really good. Even if you get like one little bit that makes you a bit more effective as a business owner, it's worth it. So, but those 3 books, hook in. They are so good. Anyway, hopefully that helps, because those are the things that I use, and that's what I would use today. If I knew nothing about business and I wanted to make money in music, I would read those 3 books immediately and start crushing it. And hopefully you do too.